afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Toad TV. I am Mary Beth.
I'm Helen.
And we are the creative handsome minds behind Toad Hollow. And welcome. Today is Friday. It is April 7th. It is Good Friday if you observe that kind of thing. So we are here to just touch in briefly. We did want to say thank you so much to everybody who's reached out to us to see how we are. Not good, but we'll get better. Anyway, we do have some things to show you because
It's been a terribly crafty time, but we did have times here and there while in the hospital, so
that you could get some knitting done. So I have something very exciting to share. I would just like to say the curse of Casa Pinka has been broken. The shaved ice. She is finished. Dun, 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 dun. Here is my shaved ice sweater that I made. I did this in our Enchanted Forest line of yarn. So a couple of things.
Come up a little bit so they can see the ribbing.
Okay. Couple of things. I took out part of it because the sleeves were just tiny little cap sleeves. They came to about here, which for my arms just does not work. So I have now made them longer. And they're going to be a little bit longer still when I finish blocking it. I have not blocked it at all, which is why I'm not wearing it. But also I had to take out the bottom because this was very, very cropped for me. And so I took it out and came back and started. Originally this was done from the bottom up. But when I tried it on, it was way too short. So I took it back to the magic mushrooms and started this whole section again. And instead of just doing one repeat of the double V's, I did two. So I have 4 V's instead of only 2. And then at the bottom, I ran out of, the fairy pool.
No.
Is that the fairy pool? No, the ends.
The ends,
I think it's the ends. I ran out of the ends, so I filled in with thorny bushes at the bottom. Also, this is supposed to be ribbing down here, 1 by 1 ribbing, and I made a mistake, and it became the moss stitch because you know what? I can do that. It's my sweater. I can do what I want. Anyway, and the thought of going back again on the sweater made me want to cry because it took me quite a while to get all the stitches back on the needles when I took them back because there's a lot of yarn over knit 2 togethers and that's kind of difficult to take back.
Yeah.
You know, especially when you're just frogging it and ripping it out. So I had to go back a lot farther than I planned to begin with. And then
just getting,
because
when you just pull and because they were all off needles. It's not like you tinked back stitch by stitch. You pull it, you actually frogged it and pulled it.
And actually what
getting
happens,
that many stitches back on properly.
Well, the reason I ran out of the ends is because I finally cut it out. I just cut the whole thing out because it got so tangled in such a mess that I couldn't unknot it. So I just cut the whole thing out, which may not have been the best thing to do because that took a lot to get over, which is why I had to go back to the magic mushrooms because there were a lot of loose little thread things just hanging out there.
But look, you would never know all the drama that went into making this. It's beautiful.
No, I'm pretty sure I fixed it all.
And it came out. I mean, it's not like there's like, oh, well, there's where she put it back together again.
You can't see that. So yeah, no, I'm really very, very pleased with it. I will be blocking it and wearing it throughout the spring because it's perfect.
Perfect for spring.
For spring weather. So also these colors,
they're gorgeous.
They are. So this is Thorny Bushes. This is the Guardian of the Forest. This is Magic Mushrooms. And this is the Ents. And that's
all in tweed.
All in fingering tweed. I love the sweater. I really do. I will continue to do Casa Pinka stuff. It's just, I couldn't seem to finish anything. And I now have done it so the curse is broken and I should be able to finish everything else I've started. It would be really nice if all I had to do was snap my fingers and they magically finish, but I don't expect that to happen. So, but one finished sweater, done.
Excellent.
Cha-ching.
So just before our little break, I had finished Petunia. She was lonely, so I needed to make her a friend.
You guys. Just be friends.
You think Petunia's really cool?
Oh my God.
Petunia's awesome.
She is.
But Ferdinand.
Maybe one of the best things you've ever made.
Ferdinand, I finished him. I finished his body fairly soon into our thing. So he would come to the hospital with me hanging out of his pocket. And it was of my knitting bag. And I knit him a sweater. And then I knit him pants. So these are not his legs. These are his pants. They come off.
I can't believe you just moved everybody. Ferdinand!
Really, don't be so rude. Such a boy.
I know, such a boy.
I love him so much. This is the frog from Dot Pebble's Knits. It is also her sweater. The pants were in Petunia's pattern. So that's where I got the pants from. There's going to be a little army.
Yes.
Of these. Because I mean, look at him.
How can you not love him?
And I look at him and he makes me smile. And smiling is good.
Yes.
Okay. This teeny tiny sweater has raglan.
Oh my God. It does. That's amazing.
It's just...
He's wonderful. He really is.
So we have Petunia, Ferdinand. We have to bring up Sadie and Odile. Those were the
originals.
The little mouse and another bunny. So
we're going to have an entire collection. The hollow is
growing.
Yes.
So
very, very cool.
I love him so much. I said to Mary Beth, I'm just going to make little frogs.
That's okay. It. I'm in the middle of making a toad, so we're going to have a frog and a toad.
And I'm making a turtle from Odile and Sadie's group.
It's just, you're going to have an entire collection.
Yeah. And I have been, not against, but I've never, like Petunia, I knit Horizon with the frogs. You need the safety eyes. They're just, it makes the frog using the eyes.
So cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
They're buds. Here we go. And one of the things, one of the presents Mary Beth gave me for Christmas is a little toy camper van that we have to put together. So they're all going to go on a caravan together.
It will run away.
If I can't run away,
at least Ferdinand
and Petunia can go away. They're going to go play among the daffodils soon.
Okay. I'm trying to think what else. I finished a really good book. It's called The Maid. It was fantastic. It was on a lot of New York Times bestseller lists and things like that. Very, very good. I really enjoyed it.
I listened to The Measure by Nikki Ehrlich. Very, very good book. It's speculative fiction, written in our time, except that one day, out of nowhere, everybody above the age of 22 receives a box. And inside the box it says on the box, the inside is the measure of your life. And there's a string, and it's the length of your life. And it sparks so many questions. Would you look inside the box? If you got the short string, what would you do? Would you fall into dismay? Would you just be like, no, that's it. I'm living the rest of my life.
Living out
Here
loud.
I am, right? So it was really good. It was a very bad time to read it for me. But I still 5 stars. It was just a rough read. So Yeah.
Okay.
Very good book. I highly recommend it.
And also, what we have been doing is we went back and started season 1 of The Amazing Race with my mom, because this is absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
We can all escape.
And for an
this
hour.
For an hour.
Yeah.
So it is absolutely wonderful. Phil Kogan is such a baby. He's so young. But the first one was in 2001. So, I mean, we're talking 22 years ago.
So,
however, it is still a lot of fun. You get to see the world. And
I remember who won the first season. We're in the second season now. I don't remember. We're down to the 4. I don't
Right.
remember which ones won. I'm pretty sure. I think I know, but pretty sure we also went into it thinking anybody but Will.
right.
Once again, I'm going into it thinking anybody but Will. So yeah, it's the perfect hour.
Yeah. So that's what we have been watching.
Yeah.
So yes, that's where we are. This is a perfect substitute.
Yeah.
Really is. And we have 32 more seasons to go. So that's going to keep us busy for a while.
Right. And then we have 44 seasons of Survivor.
However, we haven't seen Last Wednesdays.
Oh, we have Survivor to catch up on. Yeah. And we've been keeping up on 20-Minute Champions because my mom really loves that too.
Yes.
From the Food Network.
We're enjoying that. So yeah, that's where we are right now.
Good.
We hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. For anybody who celebrates Easter, have a happy Easter.
Happy spring.
Happy spring.
Just gorgeous.
Yes.
Outside right now.
And now that we don't have to drive back and forth to the hospital, we're actually spending a little bit of time outside.
Yeah.
Which is nice. It's very, very nice and very needed. So yes, have a wonderful weekend.
Go forth and create.
And we will see you hopefully early next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.